be careful out there.
Remember T-Bear did that?
Yeah.
Remember everyone's favorite T-Bear did that? And then
he said he was going to burn it, and then he was like, oh, I'm just going to send it to this other wallet, and I promise I don't have the keys.
As promoted by Theta Nurse.
Yeah. I haven't heard from him lately.
Yeah, you know what I haven't heard from lately? All the winners from the last Theta Hackathon. Too soon?
Oof.
Too
How about
soon?
the one before that?
This week episode is brought to you by None of Secret Supply of Sauce, the best sauce known to mankind and available on shelf anywhere. Even when the freezer is full of sauce, there is still no sauce for you. You want some of Nona sauce? Too bad, only Nona decides who gets the sauce.
Hey, Mags, have you heard about the POG Hub?
POG Hub? No, what's that?
POG Hub. It's the new POG embassy from our friends Kyler over at POG Digital.
They got a POG Hub?
They got a POG Hub, man. You can go there. All it takes is an email address. You sign up. It's as easy as that. And then from there, connect your Twitter account, and you got daily social quests that you can use to get some points.
What are these points you speak of?
Right now, these are just POG points. And right now, there is the ability to open up some POG loot packs. And if you're feeling like a gamble, you can go ahead and rip them open. Some have points in them. Some have Discord roles. Maybe in the future there'll be more.
Oh, you'd think POG being a proud sponsor of the Pinecast, I'd know about this.
You would think so. I did happen to notice that the Poppin' Mags intern was on it.
The intern was on it?
That's correct.
And I knew nothing about it.
Doesn't surprise me. Hop on over to hub.pogdigital.com and check it out today.
Poppin's poppin' and locking. Magnum scrutinizing. Poppin' Max Podcast.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Season 3, Episode 28 of the Zilly Award-winning and again nominated Poppin' Mags Pinecast. Mags, how you doing, Bob?
We're getting very close to the Zillies, my friend. Very close.
We are. When is your flight?
It is coming up. It is coming soon.
TM.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Yeah. This time next week, right?
Oh, fuck. We never did that video.
We didn't. And I blame Lance. Yeah.
Lance, we haven't seen that guy in a while.
Exactly. It's his fault.
Yeah. Fudge.
I know. I didn't do that either. Apologize for that.
Ugh. Dang.
Yeah.
We had every intention to.
We really did. But you know what they say.
The show must go on?
The show must go on. Sure. I'll go with that. I saw that you were getting a little uppity this week. Had a little, no, it wasn't you. It was, I don't know. Is that your cousin or like one of your?
He's not my cousin. I just know this guy.
Yeah.
You talking about J Dorks?
Yeah. Jay.
Dude. He stumbles onto some weird stuff, this guy.
And then he drags us into it. I love it, kind of.
I kind of do like being dragged into this, actually. This is because we're like controversy adjacent here. And it's
not usually.
It's
usually
funny.
Perpendicular to it.
And I think I kind of understand the situation.
Yeah.
Which is huge.
Yeah, well, I don't think everybody knows what we're talking about. So how about I give them a little brief introduction to it, and then I'll let you take it away.
Okay.
So basically, I saw from Jason to promote it on Poppin' Mags that, we're both aware of Film Token from Decentralized Pictures, right?
Yep.
And all of a sudden, now it seems that there's a copycat of the Film Token out there from Gala. And Bianchi, is that who it is?
David Bianchi?
I thought it was Bianchi.
I think it's Bianchi.
Come on, roll with it. It's not.
Okay.
Go. All right, but take it.
Oh.
I mean, the guy's name. All right, you missed the joke, but take it.
My bad. I still missed it. Well, I wouldn't say I'm missing it.
We're all about incorrect name pronunciations, I thought, and here you are correcting me to the proper pronunciation.
Well, because I know the pronunciation, I guess.
But you think it deserves the proper pronunciation?
I think if I see an angle where you did something wrong, I have very few wins in this in this
So you're
Web3
sticking up
life.
for your boy. You're sticking up for your boy.
I'm just letting you know, Bianchi.
There you go.
So he's this actor who's been doing stuff with Gala Films.
Wait,
And
wait, hold on though. Is he just an actor?
no, I think he's more. He's more than just an actor. I
I'm
don't
pretty
have
sure
his.
his
Do you
what
have
is it? A CV, right, that they call it now?
what's that?
I don't know, where you talk all about yourself. It's like 10 pages long.
CV?
Yeah. It's like right? Isn't that what they call it now?
I don't know what that means.
CV. A CV presents a full history of your academic accomplishments, while a resume presents a concise summary of your qualifications.
But what is a CV?
I just told you.
What is it? It's a CV means that.
Curriculum vitae. All right. Would you not take what is that?
I don't know Latin.
Yeah. Well, you should.
I should know a lot of things that most adults know.
Quick pause on this. I was thinking about you when you're spelling the other day because I was writing down some keywords for a new wallet.
Okay.
And it just made me wonder, like, out of all the times in history that you spell properly, that's probably the only time that you really take your time to spell properly.
Seed phrases?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
You're not using your own spell check on those.
No, absolutely not.
That's littered with inappropriate additions to the dictionary.
Correct.
All right, back to the story. My apologies for side.
So some of our Papa Mags faithful or listeners or people that listen by mistake, it's possible they heard we've talked about DCP before, decentralized pictures. So I'm just stepping further back from David, right? So they use this film token, $film, and you earn that on their platform, and you can vote for projects like we've done before, right? We've gotten the word out on here because it's a little like it's like, hey, you got to do this, you got to do this, and then and then if you leave a comment, they get more points. If you give it full stars, whatever, and then there was some like gaming like we've seen on in our theta world too. I guess it's everywhere, right?
Dude, yeah, the gaming of the system is not just theta, it is everywhere. But you just got to take your time and do what you can to make sure things aren't gamed. But,
right. And I have side note to this side note. Theta Vibes has a project on there that you can vote for now.
Yep.
If you want to support Vibes on DCP, but you earn this film token, and I don't know much about the film token, but according to Jason Dorks, apparently this has been around since like 2022 at least, from what I know, and apparently Gala and David want to use the same ticker as film, $film. So they're launching theirs December 5th is what it says. So like, what's up with that? Right? Like that's kind of shady. And they're both in the film industry. Decentralized Pictures is a nonprofit set up by the Coppolas or something. And Gala is just jacking their ticker. And David, who is an actor, but it seems, I don't know, it seems like he's like the Gala cheerleader or executive or something. I don't know. It makes it feel like he is trying to like say like all tides rise the ships or something, because he says people are going to see film and buy the wrong one, and that's going to help you. Like, what? You kidding me? Like, people are going to get confused because you have the same ticker. It's not like someone's selling hot dogs and someone else is selling jackhammers and they have the same name, right? They're both in the film business. So, anyways, they're doing that. I actually, side note to the side note to the side note, I just want to break in real quick. Let's do our listeners a quick, I guess, like positive, right? Real quick, if I can. The POG keyword is going to be $film, all caps, FILM, $film.
Is
Now,
the dollar sign capitalized too?
it's just $.
Oh,
But so also on, and I encourage everyone, and I think I tweeted about it too, or X'd about it, but apparently you can go on to Decentralized Pictures. I don't know if you did this, I did it. They have a swag shop on there. Until further notice, all the hats and t-shirts are free. You just pay the shipping. Hats are pretty cool, and so I picked up a hat and shirt. $film. Someone picked up a hat. I think one of our Australian people picked something up. So I just encourage everyone, especially any poggers that are listening to us, like support DCP and pick up a free T-shirt and or hat with $film on DCP Decentralized Pictures website.
it doesn't need to be or; it can be both.
Yeah. No, I
One
thought
be-
it said and or. My bad.
Oh, Andor, like
Yeah, when's that coming
Star
out?
Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole ticker symbol being the same is certainly an issue for me. We actually had this issue this week with a different coin that we were talking about, and it's like, oh, is it this one? No, that's a different one that has the same ticker name. So it would certainly feel difficult to distinguish these things easily, right? I'm assuming, are they both on Ethereum? Do you know?
I don't believe so. I think they might be. I think GCP's on this like I think a different type chain thing, and I don't know what Gala's on.
I mean, at least if they're on a different chain, it makes it a little bit easier to distinguish, but still, they're, like you said, they're both in this, obviously with the ticker being film, you would think that they're both in the same kind of film industry.
It's like,
And-
hey, I got an idea for a coin. It's called Bitcoin. I'm going to call it BTC ticker sign. And I'm going to say it is,
Yeah.
I don't know, $95,000. Like that's bullshit. Like
I'm gonna call it Bitcoin Cash, BitConnect,
Bitcoin.
that was the whole craze before. Like anything with bit in it pumped, right?
Yep.
Even though it was all junk. But yeah, so that I do wish that there would be a little bit easier way to distinguish these things, because even you can even look on ThetaScan, and some of the coins, like K Fuel, there's more than one K Fuel.
Oh,
right? Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, there's like an original one and then a new one. There's only one that's active, but if you go on to ThetaScan and you look up tokens, there's like the full list of what's been minted. Let me just make sure. Yeah, there's 2K fuels, Calagon fuel, and they different contract addresses, different max amounts. There's actually 3. King, a bunch of King coins. So I mean, it definitely can get confusing with the same ticker, and the fact that it hasn't been published yet, and he is aware of the ticker controversy.
And I'm sure, like, he is like the film community in Gala. I could be wrong. Please, someone in Film 3 fact check me, but the community in DCP and Film 3 and Gala, they all so basically, like, I know for like Jordan Squad, there's people that are in all of that stuff, because people are looking for grants and funds, right, to continue their projects. So I'm pretty sure other people are aware of DCP. I'm sure people in Gala are aware of that. And I think that's why there's some people that have been saying, like, what the heck? This is bullshit. So I don't know. And David is like, I brought it up to the execs, but it is what it is. And then he's trying to minimize it, like, oh, they have such a small market cap and don't even worry about them. Like, because we're so big, we're just going to take their ticker symbol, which I don't know if you can do. I'm not a ticker lawyer. So I'm really enjoying this. And Jason keeps posting these memes. Have you seen them with David?
Yes.
Oh my God.
A lot
they're
of
so good.
popcorn. Yeah.
Because I think that's some other coin they came up with, $ popcorn.
Is it yeah, I'm not even going there.
Yeah.
Is it stale? Anyway.
Yeah.
So I still think it'd be a good idea to change it because fact checked, DCP's film market cap is higher than Gala's currently. So not sure how that market cap holds weight on what he's saying there. So,
Yeah, I don't know. It
they
seems
have
like
zero market cap.
seems like some kind of cash grab, something or other. I don't know, but that's why I just encourage our listeners, poggers who just want the code, go get a free hat and T-shirt, while you're at it. So
Yeah, I wish those had like DCP on it or something, right? Because it's just advertising film coin.
no, what is
The hat
no? It's DCP, right?
on the hat.
Is it film?
It's $ film. What I saw, I thought.
Yeah, but it has the DCP logo next to $film.
Okay, good, good. All right, cool. So yeah, that was the biggest controversy that I saw this week.
We got a lot of non-theta news this week, I would say, right?
Yeah, I mean there is some theta controversy, right? It seems like there's a group of people that are getting a little antsy about some things. I know we got ThetaCon coming up and an AMA that's there, and it does seem that there's like this teasing going out of, oh yeah, Coinbase, we'll talk about it then, and kind of
we've
teasing
talked about it for how many years now?
I know.
Like this is a big. I'd love Theta, T-Fuel, POG to be listed on Coinbase, and I hope they do. I don't buy it. They've been addressing it all the time, and they're always so close to getting it. And they blamed FTX, and then that was, I don't know how long ago, a long time. Like the guy's already locked. Like the guy was already locked up and had his court date and stuff. Like, right? So he was already found guilty.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. But I mean, honestly, I think that POG will get listed before the others because they are going to be on Base Chain. And so why wouldn't they be listed on Coinbase?
Right. Yeah.
But now Theta and T-Fuel, that's a different story. And I don't know. Last time they talked about it was like, oh, it's on Coinbase. Well, I see Pepe on Coinbase.
Yeah.
And I see all this other nonsense on Coinbase. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know what to believe. To be honest, like when I think we both can agree that we were making more long-term investments, right? Like I was a believer in the technology and what they were doing. And the fact immediately they weren't on Coinbase didn't, impact me too much because me and you are both savvy enough to be able to get them anyway. But at the same time, at some point you have to have some kind of a consideration for the community. And I don't know. It's hard to argue that the community has been in the forefront of any decisions that have been made. And long term, that could not make any difference, right? They could just get a bunch of corporate connections using the technology, which is what we need which is what the Theta brand needs for success anyway. And then, just organically price appreciation would happen. But it would just be nice to feel like the community was, part of, like, that they were part of the community, that they cared about the community. It's just hard to have an opinion that they are. And especially like, lately I've been digging into a lot of other projects. And it's like everybody, like not everybody, but a lot of other good projects are interested in what the community is doing, interested in hearing from the community, taking the community into consideration. And I can't say that with like a broad brush on Theta, because a lot of the projects that have built on Theta are very community centric and they're great. But at the same time, we're kind of all, anything on Theta is just kind of stuck with the growth of Theta. And I think that we have felt that. I think that projects, NFT projects on Theta have felt that. It's just, it has not been an easy place to grow over the last couple of years. If we had, imagine we had started this on Solana, right?
Oh my God.
Dude, and if we did this like we've been doing it for 3 years or 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Every week, not everybody does that. We would certainly have more of a following over there. Now, I don't know if we would have as many close, meaningful connections as we've gotten here, which
Right.
I think we both really appreciate because it's,
For sure.
I
I think that's why we're still doing this.
Yeah, definitely.
This ecosystem adjacent show.
Agreed. But it gets more difficult because as much as I care about the close friends that we have made, and I really do, it's like, man, like, throw us a bone, dude. Mitch is out there promoting some character on YouTube that I've never heard of before, just because he's screaming, "Oh yeah, Theta's going to be great. Theta's going to be great."
Well,
It's
they were him or someone else was doing that too when the Theta nurse showed up from hiding,
right.
and it's like, I'm not looking for it, but it's funny.
No.
They just jump on any hot thing, and that's kind of their business model. Because, like you said, they went from like a streaming to MetaChain to now AI, and then T-shirts, right? So, like, what like pick a focus? Isn't that what they say? But no, they're just whatever idea comes in their head, and then we're just going to promote that. Like, and look at us, like.
Yeah,
We're two freaking idiots still going at it, and and it's like, oh well, Big Dog mentioned this guy, and then
Right.
oh, this person needs to come on Papa Mags. Like, what? This guy who's been here around for what, a week and a half? I don't know.
Yeah, just popped out of the woodwork. Yeah, like
Yeah,
every other influencer that's going to come around now that we're kind of getting into a bull season again, which it looks like we are. Now you're going to get all these pop-up groups of like, oh yeah, pay me.
Yeah, who's been, there's, we all know like the projects that have been working, but not to like, I'm not a shameless plug, but like, what other podcasters have been working through the bear, like this, providing weekly content,
Just Crypto Sherpa.
Yeah, just Crypto Sherpa. That's a shout out. That's true. But yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. It's kind of like a kick in the teeth, isn't it?
I mean, I was definitely annoyed when I saw that because he's never once done that for us. It's like, we're on season 3, episode 28, bro.
Yeah. More than halfway through the second season.
Yeah. Third season.
And still Zilly nominated somehow.
Yep.
We might lose to a write-in to this guy.
Yeah. You want to? I know you already gave the POG term, but you want to head on over to POG Corner?
2 seconds.
Okay.
Just real quick, you and VMux, we got the Pine.
Oh my goodness.
Data done for the next Grove allocation. So if people they were told, hey, get them off again, off Theta drop, and VMux run the numbers, and you integrated it, and we produced,
and you did too,
and I did too. Produced the distribution very similar to last one, kind of.
Yeah, the numbers per pineapple didn't change too much, but there has been some that were opened and some other ones that came off. So the allocation per tier did go down a little bit, but not significantly.
Yeah. James wanted me to thank you too.
Oh,
just shout out.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah. But so they should be getting that. Validators, I don't know.
Validators can go scratch.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's POG. Let's just go into POG Corner.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same premise, though, right? Why should validators get anything? validate it by buying some pines, bro. You
Right.
know? Give me a break. But yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, I
If
mean,
it comes.
you're right. Like that's been a big controversy over in Pogville.
As it
Absolutely.
should.
As it should. But you know, it is I don't know if you saw the is it from today?
What is it?
Oh
Are we in
no,
Pog Corner?
Saturday.
Are we in Pog Corner?
Are we now? You
Might as
said
well
2
just
seconds.
say Pog Corner, right?
Okay.
We get
And
paid every
now,
time we say it.
well then I'd be saying it all the time.
Yeah.
Now join us as we head over to Pod Corner,
Pog Corner.
official sponsor of Papa Mag's Pinecast.
Uh,
Yeah, so as we were saying, it's been a bit of a controversy over there with all of the early Pog that's been sold. And there was a post from the Pog digital account, and it said the questions and comments around Mitch have gotten to be extremely distracting. And they are beyond thankful to the Theta team and what they've done on the Theta network and PogChain. He brings up a good point. Once somebody gets a token or a coin in their wallet, regardless of how they got it, it is theirs. And it is theirs to do what they want to with it. So if there was a business deal, I mean, he's not saying that it was Mitch. He's just there's been a lot of insinuation that this early seller was Mitch.
Well, can you just can you rephrase or restate the situation prior to this about
What?
the
But why this
wallet?
is an issue? So
Yeah.
basically, it there's been some investigative journalism done into the original wallets that set up the Theta Swap pool. The
Formerly run by Theta Labs.
Yeah, correct.
Right.
And now run by Open Theta.
Right.
Sure.
Because
So they were been digging into there, and then there was a wallet that had a bunch of tokens that sent them over to Mexi and sold over there. And it seems
this is after. Oh yeah, those ones. I mean, on Theta Swap, we're going for like 5 cents a piece because they're the only
Right.
ones there. Yeah, you can make a
Correct.
market, but if you're the only one that has access, like
Yes.
the POG didn't really have access to
No.
to do anything with.
No, there was basically 3 wallets that were all controlled by the same entity because they all emptied to the same account that had access to POG. And that was it. Nobody else did. Everybody else that bought their POG didn't get it yet. And there was only one place to get it on ThetaSwap. So every time somebody was buying it, they were buying it from that one person, the only person that held any POG coin. And so he was able to make the market price of POG. If you're the only one selling something, you can sell it for whatever you want. If that doesn't make it smart that people were buying it at
Well,
that
it
level.
seems kind of. I mean, I'm gonna say it's super shady. Where
It is disingenuous.
you have the access to it, and then you post it on your platform and don't advertise that you're the one that has it. Theta
Sure.
back then was Theta Lab. So sounds like Mitch and their team or something had this huge allocation, put it on their platform, ThetaSwap. So people who looking at it were just assuming that, hey, this is a good chance for us to get POG.
Right.
And then they're going to dump. And then once MEXC comes, we're going to pull all the liquidity out and move it over to MEXC. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
And
You all
then,
caught up now?
yeah. Well, and then people are upset at POG for doing it when really they had nothing to do with it the entire time.
Right.
Right.
Right. I mean, probably a bad decision.
Yeah. I'm
to
not
do that.
Sure.
Because Kyler has a lot of good stuff to say about Mitch and the team, but seems like that's a huge setback. I just like, man.
But it's not setting back the project. It is definitely setting back the potential. Yeah, it's definitely setting back potential investors in the POG coin, no doubt about it, because it doesn't take a genius to see the price action, or see that same wallet that's been selling has a bunch more to sell, right? So it's like, well, are we all the way down, or is this wallet going to keep on dumping, right? So
right.
it certainly impacts the current price of the token, but in the long term, that could end up being
Well, for the
a
most
benefit.
part, I mean, if you bought on the private sale, the pre-sale, or if you were like us who thought we were so smart, and I don't regret it, right? Like we bought our found in Pogs to earn because the
Yeah.
staking was like amazing, right? So like to get the Pogger coin that converted to Pog coin.
Yep.
So like that was great, but like we got at such a great price from what they were selling. Now it's not like, yeah, a lot of times coins, probably most times they go down after the initial like sale once they get released, right? Because there's so many, maybe people
Right.
need
There's
money
supply.
for other projects or
Yeah.
or whatever. But it's just it's just weird that that would happen. I lost my train of thought, and I
Yeah. No, I mean, it's disappointing for sure. But as Pog
so
Digital
oh
says,
no, but like yeah, Pog did, and they can say that, and they should say that, but it seems like one entity made money on it, and that's the entity that brought them into the space and supposedly supported them. So
that's sure what it seems like.
that's what it seems like. I mean, recommendation, not financial advice, and Pog's doing everything else right. I think I love what they're doing. We can talk more about the cool stuff they're doing in a second, but the base thing is promising. But like, I guess if someone else has a project, don't make a meta chain coin. Just
Well,
because somehow they're going to get their hands into it, and it's just weird that they're dumping on their partner. Like, would they do that with Sony? Would they do that with Samsung? Or they're just like, oh, we'll do it with Pog because we can. Because I don't think they would do that. But then again, Sony probably wouldn't give them all those coins. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. It does seem like they kind of want to move past what this is. I know there's been exposure to it. It would be great to get some answers and some understanding about why this is being done. I doubt that that'll ever happen.
You don't think
Um,
he's going to talk about that in the AMA?
Absolutely not.
How long do crypto CEOs stay around?
How long do crypto CEOs stay
Yeah,
around?
like you got a CEO. I mean, the buck should stop there. And the guy's dumping his partner's coins to the community that loves Theta. And he's basically like fleecing everyone. And if it was
Yeah.
him or it's on his watch, it's on him. And there's nothing from that side. So I'm sure Theta Labs wants to move past it, right?
Oh, for
Because
sure. They don't
they're
want
the
to
ones that
light
got
on this.
that. Well, I don't know what the price was of what they thought they made on that, but it was pretty substantial.
A lot.
So, but it's like we've talked about meme coins. Pog isn't a meme coin, but like meme coins, if you're not in early enough and sell early enough, you're just a holder. You're just taking money from other people, and that's what it seems like. And was it like who? No one's talking about Mitch's credibility. I don't know why. There's some more and more, but it just seems like I don't know what this guy's doing, and is everyone happy with it? Like it's not on Coinbase. I'm gonna bet dollars to donuts that that if it's said that they're going on Coinbase soon, that's just another farce. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy the hype because they'll probably sell on the hype, and they'll probably transfer another 200 million or whatever, 20 million, and sell that, whatever.
Yeah, that's a different. That's another part that I don't quite understand. I mean, one thing we're in Pod Corner here.
Still,
But,
or we could go
uh,
back. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, one thing, just because you buy a Theta token doesn't make you a stockholder in Theta, right? It's different. So there's a level of accountability in buying a stock that you get that you don't get with a token.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be nice to have a little better understanding of what the run rate is here and what the future spend is looking to be. Like, is there actually like thought going into this, or are we just running by fly by night?
Yeah. To be determined. And it's like
To be determined.
like you said, it's not like there's not a lot of good stuff going on in Theta, but
Yeah.
some of this
No,
is
it could be
just
huge.
it's disheartening that
It's just to me it's now similar to like the secret pineapples, right? For a while, the secret part of secret pineapple was exciting. We were all excited about, what's the secrets. Now it's like, man, like just it's time to know. It's time to know. But
yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully that game's coming along. So
yeah. But now back to Pod Corner.
and we will be right back.
This week's episode is brought to you by Dr. Theta's Community Guardian Node. Theta's premier community guardian node where you can stake your Theta if you don't run your own guardian node. Best of all, 100% uptime so you do not miss any rewards and 0 fees so you earn 100% of your T-Fuel. Trusted by Theta Labs, you can easily stake directly within your wallet. Simply go to the staking tab, choose Delegated Guardian Node, and find Dr. Theta's Guardian Node. Quick, simple, reliable, and best of all safe as the coins never leave your wallet. Stake with the doc today. This week's episode is brought to you by GuardiansOfTheta.com, offering 0% one-click Theta Guardian staking with random monthly token giveaways. Guardians also airdropped everyone staking with him an NFT that you're able to stake and earn T-Vibe. 100% uptime, 0 fees, random giveaways, what's not to love? Stop paying 4% and come join the fam with Guardians of Theta.
Papa Max Podcast.
I did notice that there was a post yesterday. We have something sick. ... The PogBot daily loot pack drop. Project specific rewards for your holders directly in your Discord. Packed with your NFTs, crypto, and more. Our 13,000 Pog Hub users are incentivized daily to come through and check in. So this seems like
I think I can talk to some of this.
Okay,
and I'm
sweet.
sure you know a bit, but so essentially, you know how like in Pog, like I told you that I told some guys that there was a claim out there. There was 24-hour claims, right? And you get like 2 packs or whatever of mystery packs. That's done through like their bot, and you have the Pog has the ability to put a bot in other people's Discord so they could get packs, so they could customize packs. So like if D-Gods wanted to do Pog packs and like load them up with prizes and points and stuff like that, then they could. People could earn them that way. Like just like how we go on different marble streams and we get the marble packs, which we love, right? I think that's pretty cool. At first I was like, I don't know, but I think this Twitch thing is pretty cool because I think it's bringing more eyes on Pog in the Twitch space. I can't like, I think it's bigger than I thought it was, and we'll see more. But some of these, and so the Pog team, I believe, they can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. They just don't want to put it in any server. Like eventually they'd love to put stuff in other servers. So like, let's say like we had a server, we could, I don't know, maybe put some pineapples in there and some other Papa Mag stuff or whatever. And then like points and stuff like that. But like we'd be too small. Like, and plus everyone in Theta really who'd be interested in this is already in Pog, like the Pog Discord. So they're looking at bigger projects, and you can refer them and they'll give you some kind of like, if you refer them to someone and set up like the connection so it's easy, like they can just basically like, yes, we'd like it, and here's what we like, then they could set it up easy as long as like the groundwork's been done. And you could get like some kind of like maybe pack compensated or something like that for referring them. But I think right now they're targeting larger servers, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because the goal is to get more people involved with Pog, obviously. And as you're saying, anybody that's on a Theta Discord is at least aware of Pog in Pog Discord.
Right. So like if they wanted to get packs, they'd already be in the Pog Discord. For
right.
Sure.
And as we were saying, Theta is a very difficult place to grow in, right? So if they're just doing this in other Theta Discords, there's not going to be any growth. None.
Right. And I don't think that's not a slam on Theta community or
No,
anyone.
absolutely not. But it's just the community's not getting bigger.
No, and
That's just the fact. Other than these seemingly bots that have been posting a bunch lately about Theta, but that's a different story.
right.
Who knows who's been spending money on those? You know, it's not me.
Yeah, you only spend those the money on the bots to beat me in polls on Twitter.
Right.
Yeah, it's the only way it's done, man.
That's why you beat me in Pine Madness.
Well, you got savvy after that, and you said, "I'm not letting that happen again."
I don't know about that.
Oh my god! But the Theta market's been pretty good. Like the whole market's been pretty good right now. That some of the Bitcoin's retracing, some of it's going back into alts that have kind of been slowly pumping.
Sure.
So that's promising. That's how it goes, right? Up and down, but it's going up, right? As we go.
I mean, the market is definitely looking saucy right now.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
I mean, just who wouldn't imagine how much saucier it could be if they were listed on Coinbase?
Yeah.
I like these people are posting like, I can get it. Like, well, motherfucker, you don't live in New York.
Yeah. You
Shut
don't
the
live in
fuck
New York
up.
and you've also been in it for 5 years, dude. Now, how about your neighbor?
It's
Who's
like
just now waking
I
up
think
to
someone
Coinbase?
said Kraken. I think someone said
Oh my
Kraken,
goodness.
and I was dying because Kraken. I don't know now, but I remember back in the day, it was set up in New York, and we were never allowed to fucking use it.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, stop. I mean, Coinbase figured out, and this all I think like Coinbase got to where they are is because they wanted to follow the rules, and they got that bit license back in the day.
Oh yeah.
And they made sure fucking, it was all vetted. They did everything they could to get listed. So like, good on them.
For sure.
What some of these other people did, maybe there's a reason why like a lot of other coins aren't listed there.
Yeah.
But regardless, yeah, Coinbase is the standard. I don't care about your Kraken. I don't care about your fucking CZ Binance fucking funding terrorism money. And not KYC and stuff like that. You're putting your customers in a lot of
Yeah.
not a good spot. So just fucking follow the rules, right?
100%. 100%.
POG Corner. What else we got?
Anything? I didn't have anything else for POG Corner for this week. Did you?
I'm gonna say that I'm sure there is, and I forget. So maybe I'll break in when we finish.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Little break here. So I was up at my parents' on Saturday, and I was driving home on 87, which is the New York State Thruway. It's a 65-mile-an-hour speed limit. How fast do you go on that road?
Usually 75.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, I'm like 77, 78. I try to keep it at.
75 is like usually my safe speed on there.
75 I feel like is extremely safe.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, traffic was pretty slow going home, so I was passing a lot of people. So pass a bunch. This car has been like behind me for a while, just kind of following me. And I always I stay to the right and then I go to the left to pass, for the most part, unless like somebody who's slow wants to be left and we figure it out. But I go past like 3 or 4 trucks and I get over to the right and the guy behind me decides to go in front of me. I got no problem with that. But then guess what he does?
What's that?
He starts going slower than what I was doing the whole time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, dude, just completely irritates me to no end for that. So I just passed him right back and never saw him again. If it's like, why would you do that? Like, why would you intentionally go at least 80, 85 to get past me just to pull over and slow down and right in front of me? And not even probably 2 or 3 car lengths ahead of me is where he pulled over in front of me.
And that will happen on the normal surface streets where somebody doesn't stop at their stop sign and they're turning on like a bigger street, right? They're coming from like a side street. They do a roll and stop or they just stop there. So now you have to slow down because they came out like a bat out of hell to fucking cut you off. And then they go slower than than the posted speed limit, which is like 30 or 40, you know?
Yeah. No, if you're gonna pull out in front of somebody, like give it the gas. Like,
Yeah.
there's my daily commute. There's definitely some tough, like it's a lot of traffic on a main road that I'm going down, like one way each way, where somebody taking a left-hand turn could come in. Like it takes a while to find a hole, but if you're gonna if you're gonna go, like you got to just,
The
you can't just half it.
Yeah, and then I'm sure this happens too, where same scenario I described, right? And so like they're turning right, they cut you off on the main road, right? And then basically like immediately take a right or left.
Oh, all the time.
Oh my god! And
Yes.
there's no one behind you,
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's the
they just
worst.
had to run
Yeah.
this. They had to run the stop sign
Yep.
or roll through it, and do that. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's why we can't have good things in this country. Is stupid shit like that.
It drives me nuts, man. It drives me nuts.
Hmm.
We got American Thanksgiving coming up for
Shout
those that
out.
don't know. Yeah.
Tell me more.
Well, I was just curious, like, if we were gonna do a little Thanksgiving draft, what would your first round pick be of any kind of food that's available on the Thanksgiving table?
Like, what am I picking first?
Yeah, what is your number one pick?
I count the potatoes and gravy together.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a combo.
Okay, like that has to be there.
Okay, so you're going mashed and gravy.
Yeah.
That's definitely on
Because like I know you don't like turkey, like I don't mind it in ham, like I could eat whatever, so like
Yeah,
none of them are coming before mashed potatoes and gravy.
100%. I'm taking stuffing first.
In the first round, stuffing?
Oh yeah, number one overall.
Wow.
Yeah, but no, you're right. But at my parents' house, my parents do a turkey, so we had Thanksgiving with my half of the family,
Yeah.
and they always do a turkey, and however they do it, it comes out good. Like it's moist and it's delicious. But I don't know. I've never had such luck. And even if I did, the problem is when the other half of the family comes up, nobody eats it. They don't even put it on their plate. They bring up this like 80-pound lasagna for
Oh yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
So everybody eats lasagna. Meanwhile, I got turkey left over for 4 months. So we
You know
quit the turkey.
you know what's solid? My older brother, he usually makes like way too much mashed potatoes. So save the mashed potatoes as leftovers and then like you put them in a frying pan the next day with the gravy.
Mm,
Oh, it's so fucking good, man.
like a potato pancake, kind of like.
Basically, yeah, it's still like I do like a clump, but you could kind of make a pancake out of it. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's so good.
yeah, that sounds delicious. But yeah, my first round pick definitely stuffing. My mom, oh man, obviously they make the turkey, so the stuffing that's cooked inside the turkey, the stuffed stuffing,
Mhm.
is out of this world, as my dad would say. But what comes with Thanksgiving dinner is also Thanksgiving football. And we got one of the best games of the year coming up, Giants Cowboys. How about that
Oh
one
my
for
god.
Thanksgiving?
Oh,
I mean, horrible.
puke and rally.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I can't watch that. And I like
This-
watching a lot of football.
yeah. This is like when I was growing up, I was a huge Barry Sanders fan, and it was basically because at the time the Giants were awful. They were impossible to watch. They were very boring. And then Thanksgiving, the Lions play. And I got to watch Barry Sanders on Thanksgiving Day. And I'm like, man, this guy is entertaining. Like football is actually fun to watch. And it just made me like, he retired early, obviously. And it makes me think about Saquon Barkley a little bit here because Saquon was stuck on a terrible Giants team that just doesn't seem to want to get better again or is incapable. I don't know what their deal is.
They kept Daniel Jones and they parted ways with
They
your
yeah,
boy.
they waived him. He's gone.
Yeah.
And I don't think Daniel Jones was the problem because just look how many times this guy sacked and under pressure. Like
It's a bad
it all
line.
starts with the offensive line. Like what the one thing that Tom Brady had pretty much every year was a line that kept his uniform clean. And I'm not like Brady was awesome. I'm not taking anything away from him, but it starts with a good offensive line.
And Brady's like, I mean, in the sense of Chipper Jones, where Chipper Jones would negotiate his contract to bring people over, like
Yeah.
Andres Galarraga, and then Chipper went to the outfield, right? Like
Yep.
because Galarraga's not playing left field,
Yep.
stuff like that. Alexa, stop. So, but like, Brady made a lot of money, but like he didn't make what he was worth. Do you know what I mean? On the Patriots,
He could have made more. Yeah. If he was only looking for money, he
But-
could have made more.
and he would have had less championships, and you know, right? So,
And he never would have had Randy Moss. Yeah.
yep, exactly.
But yeah. So, I mean, it just, as disgusted as I am that Saquon went to the Eagles, at the same time, I am happy for him. He is on a team where we can actually see him flourish and do the things that he should have been doing for us, because he's got a team that actually blocks for him. And the dude is just incredible. He is a generational talent. There was a lot of New York radio talk at the time when the Giants took Saquon over Sam Darnold. It was 100% the right pick, but the Giants just did nothing to help him out. And it's unfortunate. Barry Sanders retired because of it. Saquon got traded or went to the Eagles because of it.
Yeah, he was auto drafted on my Zilla football squad.
My goodness.
So
300 yards from scrimmage.
that's pretty good.
Not bad.
You know, I have a good chance of defending my title, and only physically drafting one player,
Incredible.
and that was last year.
I am. I'm actually. My playoffs started last week. For the most part, I needed to basically win out, and I won last week, and I'm going to win this week. So my chances have increased dramatically. That I'm going to at least make the playoffs, and we'll see what happens from there. I did pick up Isaiah Pacheco from waivers, so that'll be nice if he actually comes back.
Yeah, but yeah, it was you can only have 3 running backs on Zilla squad.
Yeah,
and
that's
2 of them I had on a bye, so
Ooh.
I put Barkley in, and
he scored more than
so like I'm not dropping, I'm not dropping one of I have some good running backs too, so like I'll just take the L in my second running back slot and put up
You'll
like
just average
169 points. I don't know if you
22.
saw my score.
I did. Yeah, it was higher than 169, by the way. I think.
Oh my
170. Let's bring it back. We had a nice little chat this past week with Karen. Karen is number 1.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
What?
It was nice to just kind of hang out, right? And
yeah, and she got us to talk about stories that we haven't told on the show. Really,
that's a fact.
That's a fact. There's a lot of Omega in that space. A lot of Pop and Mags Omega in that space.
Yeah. There's a lot of cutting room floor, as they say.
Yes, there is. But I was so happy because of course I had my technical difficulties as always, right? Which is standard when I do anything with you or with someone else with you, right? But it seemed like you had a really good time, and it was funny because you're like, I gotta go because you got a lot of dadly duties and stuff like that. But all of a sudden you're like, oh, you just went into like 2 stories, so it was like a half hour after you're about to leave. So that was it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were never good at goodbyes with our interviewees either.
No, we're never good with a lot of things with our interviewees. To be fair, yeah.
Just a quick shout out, HGH. He had a little
corner.
HGH corner. Not a bookend though. I got something else.
Oh.
He had a little community vote in his Discord about the next V2 pug. Mm-hmm. And it turned out Swampy nominated the Monk pug. Looks a lot like Raiden, if you know what I mean.
Get over here.
Yeah. No, that's
say that, but he's adjacent.
Yeah. He is adjacent to that, absolutely. So the Monk Pug is the new V2 and the challenges on Theta Drop, and
looks pretty cool. And the last thing I had is this little thing called pump.fun. You ever hear of it?
I've heard a lot about it this week, but
My
not.
goodness.
Tell me more.
I mean, it's basically the bottom of the barrel degenerate land.
You said dump.fun?
Pump.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Pump.fun.
Pump.fun.
I mean, I've seen a few of them that are out there. I don't know if I've seen the best or the worst, but I've seen some ridiculous stuff. Like this one guy with a gun holding up to his goldfish, saying like, "If you don't pump this coin, I'm going to shoot the goldfish."
Oh my God. Is that legal?
To shoot a goldfish?
Yeah. I mean,
I would
if it didn't
say-
do any, if it wasn't not in self-defense, can you, is that legal?
I would say it's probably not legal within, because the guy's probably what, like in downstairs in his mom's basement or something. I don't know where he is. But allegedly, I didn't see this one. I did hear about it. There was a young kid with a shotgun that was basically saying, "I'm going to kill my family in the room next door if you don't pump this coin." And so they've killed the live streaming as of now, but for a while you could just live stream while your coin that you put is on there. There was a guy on there
What about the
taking
kid?
The kid
Was
yeah.
that on there? The kid
When-
that rugged his project.
Oh,
Then he made another project. He rugged that, and then
then they pumped it through the roof.
then they pumped at the roof, and then they made coins doxing his whole family.
Oh my goodness, yeah. It's unbelievable. Like nothing that I want to have anything to do with, but like I said, this is like degenerate land right here. Like some people are making a bunch of money, but as is anything else, if
A lot of
one
bag
person
holders too.
exactly, you know, for every dollar made, a dollar's lost. One guy on there like, "I'm not leaving the toilet until this thing's over 1 million market cap." Like just crazy stuff. Like I said, thankfully they stopped the live streaming, I'm
Yep.
told. So it can't get that ridiculous anymore. But man, this was like heading in the wrong direction. But it is definitely a sign that like we're back. When you're looking at these things, there are different items to look at, and one of them is, I forget what they call it. They're like frozen or something like that. So when you buy, anybody can buy, but you can't sell. Right. So if you fall into that trap, guess who's selling it?
The creator.
The dev,
The dev,
the only guy that's got tokens, right? Setting the price, you put money in and he's going to take it out, right? You're just going to keep on selling. So you definitely have to take a look. I mean, meme coins, you can make money in meme coins. Like you said earlier.
You're just making money at the expense of other people.
100%. But there's a way to do it. Like, you know, just because
there's a more ethical way to do it.
There's a more ethical way to do it. Sure. Like you can buy actual utility and based on value, but there's nothing, if you're going to catch a meme coin early and make money, there's nothing unethical about that.
I don't know what it is. I saw Doge at 41 cents.
Oh,
dude, that is the most disgusting thing.
It's unbelievable.
It's like all the fundamentals don't matter. You know, we should have just screw Bitcoin. We should have put everything back on. Could you imagine if we put everything into Doge
and then started mining it?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude.
Could have been mining Doge this whole time.
Yeah.
It's like a byproduct. Right? You mine Litecoin and you're mining Doge at the same time.
Merge mining.
Yeah.
Doge lost their last dev and people stopped working on it. So Litecoin will help them out with the merge mining. Bitcoin wants to implement segregated witness, and Litecoin will do that first. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, Litecoin will do everything for everybody else,
and then they'll just
get dumped on.
Yeah, and they just get dumped on. So
yeah, it's like the testnet, basically.
Yeah, a better version of Bitcoin's testnet.
For sure.
Yeah, so I mean that's what I'm talking about. Fundamentals. It's whose line. We're in the whose line is it anyway phase, where fundamentals don't matter, and that's why I say meme. You got to be quick on the meme coins, or just put into Bitcoin.
Oh, 100%.
And meme coins are way too risky to put a lot into.
Absolutely,
But like I was saying, if you're looking into them, just make sure that the liquidity is locked. Make sure that they can't mint any more tokens, that there's a cap that's made.
Yep.
And make sure that your tokens aren't frozen, right? As long as you do those 3 things, I mean, it's still a crapshoot. Like, you're still risking everything that you put in there on the fact that this thing's not just going to rug right away. But at least if you make sure of those 3 things, that, you have a better chance. Because I'll tell you this much. If there's an ability to mint more tokens, it's 100% going to rug. 100%.
Oh yeah.
Because it'll just all of a sudden there'll be a million more tokens and bang, they're sold, gone. So, just be careful out there.
Remember T-Bear did that?
Yeah.
Remember everyone's favorite T-Bear did that? And then
he said he was going to burn it, and then he was like, oh, I'm just going to send it to this other wallet, and I promise I don't have the keys.
As promoted by Theta Nurse.
Yeah.
Right.
I haven't heard from him lately.
Yeah, you know why I haven't heard from lately? All the winners from the last Theta Hackathon. Too soon?
Oof.
Too
How
soon?
about the one before that?
Well, Ivory.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
There's a few. This one's
tough.
The ones that we kind of almost had on the show, I haven't heard anything about.
Yeah.
Right?
That invite was open, and it was thrown out again on here, so they didn't listen to it, obviously, because they never got in touch with me.
Right.
So
we can, I guess we continue. I mean, Ivory doesn't count. Like, he counts, but he doesn't count in the sense that
right.
we only have hackathon shaftees on this show.
Yeah.
Not hackathon winners, but what's the deal with all the hackathon winners? Where you at? What are you doing? What are you doing with all that stuff?
Yeah, they're on to the next one.
Yeah. Oh, they've been on to a lot of them since then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's just like, lie to me, right? It's just, who can lie the best? It's like I was married again. It's like, it just fucking lie to my face that you can do blah 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 blah, and then thanks for the money, see ya. That's what Theta Hackathons have been so far. IMO, but
yep.
you can buy a space on Theta Millions. So
yeah. We're represented on there, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, you got anything else over there?
Did I apologize to Ginion yet?
No, I don't think you did.
Oh, yeah. So, issue apology to Ginion, Theta community liaison. He posted some information that it looked like our boy URP and who was the other dude? Was it T Fuel 1000X maybe?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Because apparently there was 400,000 Theta unstaked from, what was it? One of Theta's accounts, right?
From a Theta validator node.
From a Theta validator node. Yeah. So it looked like, so then he said, well, it wasn't ours. Theta doesn't have any that low. Must be nice, right?
Yeah. That's.
And it turns out apparently you can easily stake there if you have at least 200,000 Theta. Is that what it sounded like?
It's permissionless. If you have 200,000, you just have to stake it to the address. There's not like a node summary that you need, as if you were staking to like an edge node or a guardian node.
But so we learned something. I think that was, was that Saturday night? Sunday? That was Sunday.
Yeah, it was over the weekend at some point.
Over the weekend, potato. So I see some smart people and I was like, yeah, this doesn't make any sense. What's up with this? And then, I kind of hopped on because, like, man, that'd be bad if they gave him wrong information,
Yeah.
And, no, I got some humble pie, which I do eat a lot of. So.
Well, you know what they say about humble pie, right?
What's that?
Eat it while it's hot.
Okay, I did not know that.
Hmm, that's what they say.
Yeah. And shout out to our boy Nokels. He was talking about last week. He was talking about his good buddy Todd. You know about his good buddy Todd?
No, I do not.
Oh yeah, Todd McFarland. You
No
ever hear of
way.
him? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Creator
That
of
Family Guy?
Spawn. Spawn? No, Spawn.
Okay.
Remember Spawn the comic, Spawn the movie?
Yes, Spawn.
Remember Johnny Legs was the evil clown in the movie? John Leguizamo? No. But yeah, it was a good movie. You don't remember the Spawn movie? But it was a comic book series. He's done a bunch of stuff. Apparently, him, Knuckles and Kyler were chatting, and Kyler was like, yeah, I love like Venom, or like Venom, and he's like, he did Venom. He did all the symbiotes. I didn't know that. I didn't fact check it either, but
I didn't know that either.
so, hey, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But if I'm wrong, I blame it on the podcast daily.
Huh.
But yeah, that base thing, fucking. I hope that'd be huge, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
hope these aren't baseless claims.
I hope not as well.
Yeah.
But for sure.
The
I actually watched Venom recently.
new one,
No, not Carnage. No.
Carnage. Hasn't he done like 2 or 3 movies?
Is
Tom
there?
Hardy?
I only saw the new one,
Yeah.
or the original.
I
one.
remember
But
Maximum
there's a
Carnage
Carnage one.
on Sega Genesis.
No, there's a Carnage symbiote.
No, I know.
This is-
I remember that from Maximum Carnage on Sega Genesis. I had a red. The game was in red. It was Maximum Carnage, and so like you could be Venom or Spider-Man,
Oh, nice.
because I think they were teaming up to take on Carnage, some nonsense like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's all I got, man.
All right. Yeah, I was confusing Todd McFarlane with Seth MacFarlane.
Right, from
Of Family Guy.
from the Family Guy, right? Yep.
All right. Good stuff. All right, dude. Well, have a great time at ThetaCon.
Thanks.
Everybody else too. And I look
Sure.
forward to seeing what happens there. And between now and then, I will see you on the boards.
See you on the floor at ThetaCon.
There you go.
Yeah.
On the by the blackjack table. Adios.
Papa Max Podcast.
You have been listening to the Pops and Mags Pinecast. Music provided by Sushi Cat. Like what you hear? Send that cat a very nicely worded compliment on Twitter at JustAddSpam. Pops and Mags is a scumbag hat production in association with Pam's Day Spa.